to kiss you right now?
Just go for it. See if I feel something.
KK.
One thing Iman is going to do is she's going to sample everything on the menu, and she's in Casa and she's going to have a great time. The fact that she kissed Rob without us seeing her have a conversation with Rob is shocking for me. Maybe we missed something. I don't know exactly what we missed. The producers would know better. But the fact that she went and she asked Rob the next day to kiss her doesn't make sense to me. And I am here for KK. I am here for KK. I love it for her. The fact that Brandon is giving her the positive attention she needs is what I'm here for. And I hope he turns her head. I really am looking forward to, I really want a lot of people's heads to be turned, just because there's no one in a complete coupling at the moment outside of Hannah and Marco, and I don't think Marco is it for Hannah, and I'm surprised she's not exploring. But anyway, I digress. Hey there, thanks for stopping by. It's your girl Valerie. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, and turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Love Island USA, Season 5, Episode 20. Okay, can we just agree that Rob has main character energy and that they should have brought in Rob as part of the original cast and left Bergie to come in as part of the Casa boys? Because in just 10 minutes, he's given us so much action. Bergie hasn't given us anything. I know Bergie's lovable and I was championing for him, but I love Rob. So Rob, first off, he has a conversation with Cassie, and he says to Cassie, you can't be annoying. And it's like, that's not what she wants to hear. You're trying to impress her. You're trying to get her to bring you to the villa. Try and at least be nice to her. But she takes it lightly, though. She didn't take it too hard. She said, the conversations were awkward, but she really enjoyed it because Rob has this sort of standoffish energy in the sense that he comes across as he cares, but he also doesn't care if you like him or you don't. So during his conversation with Cassie, you can see Cassie's eating out of his hands. You can see Cassie is going to, if he keeps applying pressure, Cassie's going to bring him back. I have a feeling one of the girls is going to bring Rob back from Casa. That's a given. And then Destiny is having a conversation with, say, I like the conversation that it seems very mature. One thing about Destiny is she's a very good communicator. She'll always let you know how she feels as and when the feelings arise. So that's good. So they're having a conversation and they're sort of asking their ages. And then it turns out that he's only 23 and Destiny is like 27. When it started, she was 26. And so this is a bit of a put off for her because she's already dealt with a 22-year-old Marco and that didn't end so well. So I'm not sure how much energy she's going to give him. KK then goes to the guys. They're busy talking about her. She approaches them. And I'm surprised that she went to pull them. I don't know whether the guys didn't want to pull her because they were worried that she might be so into Keenan that she's not interested. But the fact that she stepped up and she spoke to Eddie and they seemed to really sort of vibe very well, I think Eddie would be very good for her. I think Eddie is calmer. Yes, Keenan has taken her to the hideaway, but I think Eddie is the sort of type of guy she should aim for. He seems very mature. He seems very loving and caring. So I can't really wait. I hope she continues to talk to him because I think he will sort of bring out a different side of KK that we as viewers have not seen, because all we've seen is her sort of chasing after Keenan. So it would be nice to see her be pampered, be cared for, be supported, and see how that goes. So I'm really hoping that goes very well. And then Rob and Carmen. Surprisingly, I like this version of Carmen with Rob, because she seems very relaxed, very carefree, very, jovial. It's totally different to the Carmen that we all know. And so I hope, she gives him a chance, but she's saying, oh, half of her wants to focus on Kenzie. And I'm like, And I'm like, are you really that connected with Kenzo? Or is it because you know him from home, that's why you don't want him sent home? Because how could you then face him knowing that you got him eliminated from the show where he could have stayed longer and got, better opportunities after the show? I don't get it. I think she was a better version of herself with Rob. But then Rob, it seems he's very good at talking and he'll, sell water to people in Iceland. So, hey, I'm really trying to look for something positive to say about Kenan, but he won't let me find anything positive. Okay, he's talking about, he misses KK, he misses her perfume, he misses her presence, he misses her, because he said he was about to close things off with her, and his track record doesn't really prove that. So I am not buying that. I will for the time being, since it's just said it. But and you have Leo pining after Cassie. You have Marco pining after Hannah, and it's like, oh, okay, guys, you're the ones that are in for the Tyreek treatment. You're going to have a breakdown when they come back with someone. Back at the villa, you have Kyle having a conversation with Amani. I think they have great chemistry. But then Amani seems to be going in hard on everybody. I don't know why she's grafting the guys. She doesn't need to graft them. She's already got Jonah on a leash. She might as well just relax and take a breath and let Kyle graft her and see what happens there. They seem to get on very well. I think Kyle is a very good guy. I'm surprised he didn't go after Destiny because he's 29, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's one of the older guys. So I would have thought him or Mateo would have gone after Destiny since Destiny is 27. But I think they all know that if they go for Destiny, then they really have to graft. And I think the guy's track record in the villa or in Casa has shown that they're not willing to put in the work. They want girls that chase after them. And that's why most of them have recoupled with other people once they've realized Destiny won't put out. Cassie has a conversation with Mateo. She's happy with him. They seem to get along better than she did with Rob because they seem to sort of vibe and sort of not. It wasn't as awkward as it was with Rob. So, and he's older. I think he said he's 29 or something like that. So, poor Leo, he's going to have a breakdown. They then decide on who's sleeping with who. And it's interesting how it was decided because Eddie just asked KK, because Destiny asked Eddie, who are you sleeping with? And he said, KK, she'll have me. And then Kyle said you'd share a bed with, Amani asked Kyle actually. Rob shared a bed with Carmen, but she wanted a fourth. Hannah, we didn't see her speak to anyone at all. And I don't know why. Destiny ended up sleeping with Say. So I don't know whether Hannah is intentionally not avoiding talking to anyone because she said it takes more than looks. And it's like, Marco doesn't have the greatest of track records. He hasn't done anything that's substantial that to me stands out. But maybe, I don't know, maybe because they have a physical attraction, they have a sexual attraction, they've taken each other to the hideaway and they seem to be on the sort of same wavelength. I think this is why they've decided to stay together. But we'll see. So the islanders get ready for bed, and in the morning, I think the producers are setting up Leo for heartbreak. I think they're setting up Leo for heartbreak and they're setting up Hannah for heartbreak. This is what I'm saying because of the way Leo and Hannah keep pining after Marco and Cassie. It's just I feel sorry for them. I need to get popcorn on recoupling night because it's going to be amazing. It's really going to be amazing because in the morning, Leo's telling the guys he really misses Cassie. They both have the same love language. It's physical touch and they both like to be touched. So he really misses that about her. The rest of the guys are very anxious. And Keenan is saying he doesn't know what KK is up to just because they were not closed off. So he thinks she's going to try to explore connections just because she thinks he is trying to explore connections. And I was like, I think she's going to explore just because she wants to, not because of you. But if that makes you happy, do you? And then you have Destiny having a conversation with Say. I think Destiny, her person, is someone who's good at communication. I think that's her person. I think this is why I repeat again, she got on very well with Harrison because they had great communication, even though things fell apart. Even when they were playing the group thingy and Harrison said her person is not here, she was able to communicate herself back to him without being sort of snappy or whatever. She was able to explain herself. So I think as long as you give her the respect and you communicate to her like you are communicating to an adult and you're not patronizing her, she loves that. And Zay was sort of saying that he loves the fact that Destiny likes to talk, and when she talks, he listens, and when he talks, she seems to listen. They seem to be getting along very well, despite the age gap, because I think there's a 4-year age gap between the two of them. And then you have Amani. Amani, oh my God, Jonah's going to cry. Because of the way Jonah was going on at Destiny about, oh, I'm open to getting to know people, and the way he was bragging how Amani really wanted his attention. He's going to cry because then you have Imani sit down with Rob and have a conversation. Imani is there to live her best life, hot girl summer, and she's going to enjoy the summer because she then has a conversation with Rob and somehow it gets to, do you want to kiss me? And obviously Rob is going to oblige. He kisses her. And it's a bit strange given the fact that she asked Kyle to go to bed with her and now she's kissing Rob. It doesn't make sense. Is she doing that just because she wants to show the other girls that she's the is? Or is she doing that just because she knows someone is interested in Rob and she wants to mark her territory on Rob and then move on? But then I think that's going to be off putting for Kyle because he might think he had a shot with her and then suddenly for her to kiss Rob, it doesn't make sense. I wish she had been a bit smarter with that. I wish she had been smarter. She didn't need to ask him for a kiss. She needed to wait. If he really wanted to kiss her, he would have kissed her. But I think she's going to sample everything on the menu and then make a decision. That's just my opinion. So the guys receive a message that the Casa girls will be arriving and they're ecstatic, especially Jonah and Bergie. Bergie's been single for most of his time in the villa. He's now the Mitch of the USA version. So as soon as the bombshells arrive, you can tell who's going to be a standout and who's just going to fade into the background because it seems this is what is happening all the time with the Casa people. So the guys then sit down and sort of have a conversation on who they really like. Bergie says he likes Taylor and Johnny. Keenan says he likes Taylor. Mike says he likes Johnny, and it's like he's not beating the allegations, is he? Because I would have expected him to go for Naja, but anyway, that's just him. And then and Jonah says he also wants Jonah, and it seems Jonah is very popular with the guys. But then you have Keenan be pulled aside by Naja. I love Keenan, but Keenan, oh, he's not doing himself any great favors. He told us, the viewers, that he was going to tell KK that he wants to be closed off. He told the guys that he was going to tell the KK that he wants to be closed off. Why is he entertaining Naja? Naja is stunning. I'm not going to take that away from her. She is stunning. He would be punching just like he's punching with KK. But the fact that he's been telling everybody else that he's closed off, and then as soon as Nadia pays him attention, he's ecstatic, he's smiling from ear to ear. It's like, Keenan, please don't, because this is not a good look for you. It's not, and I don't know how this is going to work out, especially given the fact that you're telling everybody that you're closed off, and now suddenly you're entertaining Nadia. People are going to think you're playing the game. But then at the same time, I like the fact that KK was speaking to Brandon. So maybe it's a good idea for Nadia to speak to Keenan and they can couple up. KK can couple up with Brandon since she doesn't seem to really be, well, her chemistry with Kyle is not the same as her chemistry with Brandon. I think Brandon is very patient. He's very caring towards her. I think he's the complete opposite of Keenan. So I think he's someone she could deal with, and I think she needs to bring him back to the villa and see whether that's the best connection for her or whether Keenan is it. And maybe that might help Keenan sort of make up his mind and change his ways. But I don't know. I don't know. Keenan, I think, is going to, if Nadia continues to give him attention, if nothing goes wrong, he's going to couple up with her because he really seemed interested and he really seemed excited at the fact that someone like her would be interested in him. I have seriously been wondering how Rob is going to get into the main villa, and I think he's going to con these women into getting him into the villa in the sense that he has a conversation with Carmen and he's very standoffish. And Carmen is sort of saying, you say I'm your number one, but you've just kissed Imani. So what does that mean? Does that mean I'm no longer? And it was like, and you don't need to give me an explanation. And he went, well, I don't even know you, so I don't need to give you an explanation. And she was taken aback. And I think because of that, these girls are becoming more interested in these guys. And it's interesting that someone might actually fall into his trap and bring him back to the villa. And I think he's great entertainment. I actually like him more than I like. Everybody knows I can't stand Jonah because of the way he was patronizing towards Destiny. So I would prefer we do a trade. Let's send Jonah home and keep Rob. I love Rob. Anyway, he has a conversation with Kyle and she says, it's boring. They need to do something. They want to try and play a game. So they decide to play Truth or Dare. And the first person challenged is Eddie. He's asked to kiss his top two to have a three-way. And I'm actually surprised that Destiny went in. But then I think Destiny agreed to the kiss just because KK was in the three-way. So I think that's how she felt comfortable. Because the last time she had a kiss in a game was a three-way with Anna and Harrison. So Destiny and Eddie started kissing, and then KK had to step up and kiss, and they seemed to have a great time. Even after the kiss, Destiny and KK hugged because they're friends. I think that's her closest friend, so they were happy with that. And then you have Cassie was asked to kiss, her top two. She kissed Matea and Rob. And they went, oh, well, I actually like Matea because, it's more passionate. And it humbled Rob because Rob has been trying to humble all the girls. And I like the fact that she humbled him. Rob is then asked to sort of, do a sexual act with his favorite or his number one. And he does Carmen. And for me, Carmen likes Rob. Carmen is holding back not because she doesn't like Rob. I think she's holding back because she doesn't want to let Kinnan down. I think she's worried that Kinnan might not recouple, and if she does recouple, then Kinnan will go home. And how does she face Kinnan when she already knows him from back home? It's not like it's someone that she can ignore once the show ends. Imani is asked to suck the nipple of her number one, and she sucks Kyle. I think she was upset that Rob didn't pick her. I think because I think Rob was her number one, and so the fact that he didn't pick her, I think, was off-putting for her. That's why she decided to go with Kyle. KK is then asked to kiss, someone who's likely to turn her head, and she kisses Brandon. I think Brandon is amazing. He's completely opposite of Keenan. I hope he doesn't do a Harrison because the way he comes across as though he cares. Oh, he really rocked KK's world. He rocked her world. Her wig shifted a bit. I don't know why Destiny didn't run and sort of adjust it for her. But you can see that her hair was disheveled after that kiss. And oh, he was happy. Everybody was shocked when she kissed him as the person who's likely to turn her head. I think because we automatically assumed that since she went to bed with Kyle, it was going to be Kyle. But no, she went for Brandon. And I think Brandon is better. She needs to either recouple with Brandon or with Kyle, someone totally opposite to, or someone who's coming across opposite to what Keenan is, and hopefully that should wake Keenan up. If he doesn't wake up, then that it was good while it lasted. So you have Mike speaking to Deja. I'm surprised he's speaking to Deja, given the fact that he said John A was his type, or he was his number one, the one he was interested in. I like the fact that he let her know that he and Destiny, it's just the early stages. There is something there, but it's the early stages. They seem to get along with Deja. I think they need to explore that. Maybe it's because I don't think Mike is the guy for Destiny. That's just me. I know she really likes him. I know they get along very well, but I don't think he's it for her. If it means her winning the show, do I want her to stay with Mike? Yes, but otherwise, long term, I don't know. And they seem to have great chemistry. They seem to have great banter. They seem to really get along. The fact that they both like to work out, and they were talking about working out the next morning. So I hope Mike continues to explore that, and I hope from Casa he brings her back, if nothing else. I hope he brings her back, just because I want Destiny to bring Zay back, because Destiny sadly has always had her guys stolen from her. So I'd rather. She's not in a coupling with Mike. They haven't coupled up. So I would like Mike to bring Deja back, and I would like Destiny to bring Zay back. And then the four of them can sort of explore that and see who wants who, and then they can mix and match each other, whether Destiny ends up with Mike or ends up with Zay, whoever she ends up with. I want her to be happy. And it seems Zay is a calming force for her, and it really makes her, be at peace, which is what she needs at this time, given the up and down she's been with. Especially, I think her most toxic coupling was Jonah. And I don't know why people didn't see that, but I think Jonah was very patronizing. Jonah was sort of belittling, and he was making allegations that were not true, saying, oh, Destiny wants me to be closed off, lying that Destiny put her bomb in his crotch. And with the Destiny wants him to be closed off, it took Kenzo saying to him, but Destiny has also told you the same thing, that she is still open. So what do you mean? So I really hope Destiny brings Zay back, if nothing else, so that the guys in the villa can wake up. And then you have Bergie, he pulls Ali. I think the producers for Love Island did what they did for Will in the UK, in the sense that they went out and actually looked for a specific girl for Bergie, because I think if nothing else, they want Bergie to have that story whereby you really struggled, and then you had the hero moment, the transformation moment. I think this is what they want. I think they want. It could be they want Bergie to win. It could be they want Bergie to win, because he's really gone through a lot in the villa, and then suddenly he found his person, and that's how they'll get him to win. I think if they don't get Bergie to win, their next couple that they want to win is anyone who's coupled up with Carmen. That's my impression. And so it was an okay episode. It was interesting to watch. Apparently tomorrow they're bringing Marco's ex, and it's like they're really trying to break Marco and Hannah up, because Hannah, it seems, is not entertaining anyone. So the producers have decided, if you won't entertain anyone, then we're going to create chaos for you. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with those two when his ex turns up, and how Hannah is going to receive that, because I have a feeling that his head might actually turn for his ex. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye everyone.